How to Make Money While You Sleep, The Passive Income Blueprint. Chapter 1. Introduction and Fundamental Paradigm Shift. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Be honest. In the last month, how many days did you think, I wish I didn't have to work? Most people live the same thing every morning. The alarm goes off, they open their eyes, and their first thought is, again? They waste hours in traffic. They finish their energy at the office. They come home tired in the evening. They turn on the TV, eat, sleep. The next morning, the same cycle starts. If you ask these people, why do you live like this? You always get the same answer. Because there are bills. Because the kids go to school. Because I have a loan payment. But the truth is, bills are an excuse. The loan is an excuse. The real reason is different. The real reason is because they never questioned their relationship with money. They weren't taught anything at school. They didn't teach them this. How does money work? How does money grow? How does money work for you? No, they didn't teach them these things. They only taught them this. Go, work, get paid, pay your bill, save a little, retire. And most people live this formula without questioning. They work for 40 years, and when they retire at 65, they realize they're still dependent on money because their salary has been cut, but their needs haven't ended. This is a slavery system, but the chains are invisible. Are you in this cycle too? Maybe right now you're thinking, but I'm different. I earn good money. Great. Now ask yourself these questions. If you stopped working for 6 months, would your income continue? If you lost your job tomorrow, could you maintain the same standard of living 3 months later? If you got sick and couldn't work for 2 months, would your income stream stop? If you answer yes, it stops to these questions, then you're not free. You may be earning good money, but you're not free because your money depends on your time. And time is a limited resource. Now think about it. How many hours a day do you work? 8 hours, 10 hours, maybe more. So by selling these hours, what are you getting? You're getting money. Right. But at the same time, what are you losing? You're losing your time. And time doesn't come back. Money can come back. Opportunity can come back. But time? Never. That's why the work for money model is a trap, because no matter how hard you work, your time runs out. And when your time runs out, your money runs out too. Let's take a closer look at this cycle, because most people don't even realize they're in this cycle.
Step 1. You feel a need. You have a bill, you have a loan installment, you have rent, food, transportation, clothing. Needs are endless. Step 2. You work to earn money. You get up in the morning. You go to work. You work 8 to 10 hours. You get paid. Step 3. You spend the money. You pay your bill. You close your loan. You buy food. You have some fun. The end of the month comes. The money runs out. Step 4. You feel the need again, and the cycle returns to the beginning. There's a problem with this cycle. You never get out of the cycle. You just spin faster. Because what if you get promoted? Your salary increases, but at the same time, your expenses also increase. You buy a better car, you move to a bigger house, you go on more expensive vacations. Economists call this lifestyle inflation, meaning the more you earn, the more you spend. And the result? You're still in the same cycle, just at a more expensive level. Now ask yourself, has your salary increased in the last 5 years? Probably yes. But have your savings increased at the same rate? Probably not. That's the problem. Income is increasing, but wealth isn't. Because your model is wrong. You're producing income, but you're not producing assets. Now pay attention, because what I'm about to say will change everything. Most people chase income, but the wealthy chase assets. What's the difference? Income is money that flows as long as you work. If you lose your job, it's cut off. If you get sick, it stops. If you retire, it decreases. Income depends on you. Asset is something that produces money without you having to work. It works while you sleep. It earns while you're on vacation. It brings money even when you're sick. Asset is independent of you. Now look at the things in your life. How many are assets? How many are just expenses? Think about your car. Every month you pay for fuel, insurance, maintenance. Does it earn you money? No. So your car isn't an asset. It's an expense. Think about your house. Every month you pay a loan, you pay dues, you pay electricity, water, natural gas. Does it earn you money? If it's the house you live in, no. So your house isn't an asset. It's an expense. But wait, you say, my house is gaining value. I'll sell it later. I'll make a profit. Okay, good thinking. But right now, today, this month, is it earning you even a penny? No. So for now, it's not an asset. Now think about this. What if you buy a house and rent it out? Then you get rental income every month. Even if you don't work, that house earns you money. That's when that house becomes an asset.
What if you make an online course? People can buy that course 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sales happen even while you sleep. That course is an asset. What if you write a blog and get advertising income? You wake up in the morning, 300 people read your blog during the night, and you earned money while you slept. That blog is an asset. Do you see the difference? Income depends on your labor. Asset depends on a system working. And if you want to get rich, you must produce assets, not income. Because income doesn't make you poor, but it doesn't make you rich either. It keeps you standing, but it doesn't free you. Freedom comes from assets. Now, I'm going to tell you a truth. This truth may disturb you, but listen. Right now, you're working for money, and this is exhausting you because money never gets tired, but you get tired. Money doesn't have to wake up at 6 a.m., but you have to wake up. Money doesn't have to wait 2 hours in traffic, but you have to wait. Money doesn't have to hear your boss yell, but you have to hear it. And worst of all, money doesn't have to retire, but you will. Now, reverse this equation. What if you don't work for money, but money works for you? How does this happen? Simple. You set up a system. This system works for you. You get money from that system. And what are you doing? Whatever you want. Because now your time belongs to you. This is called passive income. But I don't like this term because the word passive misleads people. It's understood as making money without doing anything. No, there's no such thing. The correct term is this: income from the system, meaning you do the work once, but that work earns you money for a long time. You write a book. You write it once, but that book sells for 10 years and pays you royalties. This is income from the system. You open a YouTube channel. You shoot 100 videos. Then, even if you don't shoot new videos, those 100 videos continue to be watched and bring you advertising income. This is income from the system. Do you see? You give effort once, but that effort brings you money for a long time. And you're dealing with other things. Maybe a new project, maybe spending time with family, maybe going on a world tour. Because now, your time isn't tied to your money. Now your money is tied to your system. So, when we say financial freedom, what do we mean? Most people think this: let me have $1 million, I'll be free. No. Wrong. You can have $1 million, but still not be free. Because you spend that money and it runs out. And then you have to work again. Financial freedom isn't an amount of money. Financial freedom is a state. Financial freedom means this: your passive income covers your living expenses. A simple formula: passive income greater than living expenses equals financial freedom. Now let's make this concrete. Let's say your monthly expenses are 10,000 Turkish lira. Rent, bills, food, transportation, entertainment, everything included, total 10,000 lira. Now let's say you have 3 rental apartments. Each brings 4,000 lira rent per month. Total, 12,000 lira passive income. What happened? Your passive income of $12,000 exceeded your expenses of $10,000. Congratulations! You don't have to work anymore. You work if you want, but you don't have to. This is financial freedom. But be careful. This doesn't mean I won't do anything anymore. No. Most free people work more, but this time they do the work they love, not because they have to, because they want to. Do you see the difference? One person wakes up at 6 a.m. with an alarm, gets into traffic, goes to a job where the boss yells, because they have to. The other wakes up at 9 a.m. of their own accord, has breakfast, works on a project they love, because they want to. Both people work, but one is a slave, the other is free. Which one are you choosing? Now stop for a minute. Take a deep breath. Because what you're realizing now will change your life. Maybe right now you're thinking, so I've been chasing the wrong thing all these years? Yes, most likely. But don't feel bad, because you're not alone. Millions of people play the same game because they weren't taught another game. What did they teach in school? Get into a good university, find a good job, get a good salary, right? Right, but incomplete. Because no one taught this, get the good salary, then turn that salary into assets. This is the real game. The wealthy know this game, the middle class doesn't know, and the poor aren't even aware the game exists. The poor think, how do I earn more? The middle class thinks, how do I get a better job? The wealthy think, how do I buy more assets?
Now, which question are you asking? If you're still saying, how do I earn more? It's okay, because earning is important, but it's not enough. The next step is this. How do I turn the money I earn into assets? And right at this point, the game changes. Because now you're not running on the hamster wheel. Now you're building the wheel, and others are running on your wheel. Did that sound cruel? Maybe, but this is the reality. Someone is always running on the wheel. The question is, are you the one running or the one building the wheel? What do I expect from you? While listening to this book, I want one thing from you. Turn off your defense mechanisms. Because some things I'm about to tell you will disturb you. You'll say, but this isn't possible in my situation. You'll say, but I don't have money. You'll say, but I don't have time. Stop. These sentences are a mindset problem, not a resource problem. Because resources can always be found. But mindset? If the mindset doesn't change, resources are useless too. Now, let me give you an example. There are two people. Both earn 10,000 lira per month. One spends 10,000 lira every month. The other spends 8,000 lira, invests 2,000 lira. At the end of the first year, the first one, 0 lira savings. The second one, 24,000 lira savings plus the return on that money. And maybe now that 2,000 lira monthly investment has turned into 5,000 lira passive income. At the end of the 10th year, the first one still at the same job in the same cycle. The second one maybe doesn't have to work anymore. Same salary, different mindset, different result. That's why in this book I'll give you mindset, not resources. Because you'll find the resources. But mindset, you need to learn that. Before moving to the next chapter, now stop. Think. How many assets do you have in your life? How many things earn you money, bring you income without you having to work? If your answer is none, it's okay, because you've realized it now, and awareness is the first step of change. If your answer is 1 or 2, great, because at least you've started. Now what you need to do is increase those 1 or 2 to 5 or 6. If your answer is, I have many, congratulations. But don't fool yourself. Are they really assets or income sources? Because most people confuse the two. Now, ask yourself this question. If you didn't work at all for 6 months, would your income continue? If the answer is no, then you're not free yet. But don't be sad, because in the upcoming chapters, you'll learn how to become free. In the next chapter, we'll talk about the wealth mindset. Because building assets starts in the mind first. We'll reprogram your brain. Are you ready? Chapter 2. Wealth Mindset. Reprogram your brain. Now I'm going to give you a secret. This secret will sound simple, but most people don't understand it. Or they understand but don't believe it. Are you ready? Wealth doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in your mind. You look from the outside, you see a wealthy person. Lucky guy, you say. He was in the right place at the right time. He must come from a wealthy family. But the reality is different. The person who became wealthy started thinking like a wealthy person before becoming wealthy. The person who is poor continues to think like a poor person, even if they have money. You've heard this. People who win the lottery become poor again within 5 years. Why? Because they had money, but they didn't have a wealthy mindset. They didn't know how to manage their money, how to grow it, how to protect it. The only thing they knew was spending. And they spent. It was over. On the other hand, there's a millionaire who went bankrupt. 10 years later, you look, they're wealthy again. Why? Because their mindset didn't change. They lost the money, but they didn't lose the wealthy way of thinking, and that way of thinking created the money again. That's why we'll talk about mindset first. Because if you don't learn the wealthy mindset, all the strategies that can be given to you will be wasted. Like writing on sand. It erases with the first wave.
Now I'll show you 2 worlds, 2 different mindsets, 2 different realities. The first world is the world of poor mindset. The second world is the world of wealthy mindset. You decide for yourself which world are you living in. About money, poor mindset says money is bad, money corrupts people, the wealthy are greedy, money doesn't bring happiness. Wealthy mindset says money is a tool, it's neutral. Whoever holds it carries their intention. Money brings freedom, choice, and power of influence. Do you see the difference? One blames money. The other sees money as energy. One fears money. The other manages money. Now ask yourself, what was said about money in your family when you were a child? Money doesn't grow on trees. The wealthy are thieves. We're poor. What can we do? You have to work very hard for money. These sentences were coded into your brain, and now you're living according to those codes without realizing it. If there's a code in your brain that money is bad, your subconscious will reject money. Earn but spend. Save but lose. Opportunity comes but run away. Because your brain says, money will corrupt me. Stay away. That's why the first thing you need to do is break your limiting beliefs about money. Regarding problems, poor mindset says, this problem is too big for me. I can't do it. I wish someone would solve it. Wealthy mindset says, this problem is an opportunity. If I can solve it, people will pay me money. Let me think. How do I solve this? Poor mindset runs from problems. Wealthy mindset looks for problems. Why? Because the wealthy know that every great fortune was created by providing a solution to a problem. Why does Uber exist? Because people couldn't find taxis. There was a problem, a solution was offered, money was made. Why does Amazon exist? Because people found shopping tiring. There was a problem, a solution was offered, money was made. Why does iPhone exist? Because phones were impractical. There was a problem, a solution was offered, money was made. Now look around you. How many problems do you see?
Each problem is a potential asset if you can solve that problem. Regarding time use, poor mindset says, how do I sell my time? What's the hourly wage? If I work overtime, will I get extra? Wealthy mindset says, how do I leverage my time? What can I do to do it once and earn continuously? Which system works instead of me? Poor mindset sells its time. Wealthy mindset multiplies its time. Think about it. A barber shaves 1 customer per hour, 10 customers a day, works 10 hours. In this model, income is limited because time is limited.
But what if the same barber makes an online course on home haircuts? That course sells 24 hours. That course reaches thousands of people. Now the barber's time isn't limited because the course is working instead of him. Do you see the difference? One is selling their time, the other is turning their time into an asset. Regarding failure, poor mindset says, I failed, so this work isn't for me. Let me quit. Wealthy mindset says, I failed, so this method didn't work. Let me try another way. How you interpret failure determines your future. Edison failed 10,000 times while inventing the light bulb. Someone asked, what's it like to fail 10,000 times? Edison said, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I found 10,000 wrong ways to make a light bulb. This is wealthy mindset. Poor mindset interprets failure as, I'm inadequate. Wealthy mindset interprets it as, this method is inadequate. One is personal, the other is strategic. Which one are you doing? Regarding income and spending, poor mindset says, whatever I earn, I spend that much, because money is for spending. Wealthy mindset says, whatever I earn, I pay myself first. Then I spend, because money is for multiplying. This is perhaps the most critical difference. Poor mindset thinks like this. Salary comes, pay bill, pay rent, groceries, entertainment, save if there's anything left. But usually there's nothing left. Wealthy mindset thinks like this. Salary comes, first set aside 20% for investment, then live with the rest. Do you see the difference? One says, if there's anything left. The other says, myself first. The wealthy person pays themselves first, because they know that if you don't pay yourself, you'll never become wealthy. You'll just make others wealthy. The electric company, the supermarket chain, the car company. Are you paying yourself, or are you paying everyone and leaving nothing for yourself? Now, come on, let's do some cleaning with you. Let's throw out the trash accumulated in your mind. Here are 5 common false beliefs about money. False belief 1. Money doesn't bring happiness. Truth. Money doesn't bring happiness, that's right. But lack of money brings unhappiness. This is also a truth. Money doesn't make you happy, but it gives you options. It gives you freedom. It reduces stress, and these prepare the ground for happiness. Try it. Are you happy when you can't pay rent? Are you happy when bills pile up? Are you happy when you say to your child, I can't buy this? No. Money isn't everything, but it's not nothing either. False belief 2. You have to work very hard to get rich. Truth. Not working a lot, working on the right thing is necessary. The hardest working people in the world are the poor. They work from morning to evening. They do 2 jobs, but they're still poor.
Why? Because they're working in the wrong system. They're working to grow other people's assets, not their own assets. To get rich, you don't need to work hard. You need to work smart, meaning work once, earn continuously. False belief 3. It's shameful to talk about money. Truth, talking about money isn't shameful. Speaking ignorantly is shameful. If you don't give your children money education, you're leaving them unprepared for life. If you don't talk about money with your spouse, you can't build your future together. If you don't talk about money with yourself, you can't set your goals clearly. Money isn't taboo. Money is a reality, and talking about realities is maturity. False belief 4. The wealthy are lucky. Truth? Luck is preparation meeting opportunity. Yes, some people are born wealthy, but most wealthy people started from zero. Some even started from debt. Elon Musk came from South Africa. Jeff Bezos started in a garage. Oprah grew up in poverty. They weren't lucky, they were prepared. They saw the opportunity and took action. You can do the same, but first you must be ready. False belief 5. I was born poor, I'll die poor. Truth? You're not defined by where you started, but by where you decide to go. You may have been born poor. This isn't your fault. But if you die poor, this is your choice. Because now you know, now you're aware, now there are alternatives, and now you can make a choice. Will you continue with the same mindset, or will you change? Now I'm going to tell you a difficult truth. If you can't get rich, one of the reasons is this: you're too dependent on others' approval. Think about it. Why do you buy an expensive car? Do you really need it, or so your neighbors will see? Why do you wear brand clothing? Is it really that quality, or so people will say, wow, they're wearing that brand? Why must you go on every vacation, buy every new phone, be in every trend? Because you'll share it on social media, and people will like it, and you'll feel valuable. But the truth is this: those likes aren't growing your bank account. On the contrary, they're eroding it. Wealthy people don't care about others' opinions because they know that the people criticizing you aren't paying your bills. Mark Zuckerberg is a billionaire, but he wears the same gray t-shirt every day. Why? Because he doesn't care what others think. He's focused on his work. Warren Buffett is one of the world's wealthiest people, but he's been living in the same house for 60 years. Why? Because he doesn't have to show off. He has money, but he doesn't have anyone to prove it to.
Now ask yourself, who are you trying to prove to? And what is this effort to prove earning you? If your answer is nothing, then cut this dependency. The need for approval is a silent escape route from wealth. Every like you get is money leaving your account. Every show-off is an opportunity stolen from your future. Kill this need and be free. Now accept one more truth. Motivation starts you. Discipline finishes you. Motivation is nice. You wake up in the morning, you feel energetic, you say, I'm going to do everything today. Great. But tomorrow you're tired. You don't have motivation. What will you do? This is where most people stop because they've lost their motivation. But wealthy mindset works differently. It doesn't rely on motivation. It relies on discipline. What does discipline mean? Discipline means keeping the promise you made to yourself, independent of that moment's mood. Let's say you promised yourself, I'll read 30 minutes every day. Discipline means this: whether you're tired, whether you're in a bad mood, whether a guest comes, you still read for 30 minutes because you made a promise. Motivation says, I'm very tired today. I'll read tomorrow. Discipline says, I'm tired, but I have a promise. I'll read for 30 minutes. Do you see the difference? Motivation depends on emotions. Discipline depends on commitment. And wealth is built with commitment, not with emotions. Now ask yourself, in the last 30 days, how many promises did you make to yourself? And how many did you keep? If it's less than 50%, then you have a discipline problem. And this problem is threatening your financial future. Because lack of discipline accumulates little by little. One day you say, let me spend 50 lira today. Nothing will happen. The next day, again. The day after, again. By the end of the month, you've spent 1,500 lira. By the end of the year, 18,000 lira. In 10 years, 180,000 lira. Do you see? Small lack of discipline turns into big losses. But the same thing works in reverse. Small disciplines turn into big gains. If you save 20 lira every day, 600 lira by the end of the month, 7,200 lira by the end of the year. In 10 years, 72,000 lira plus interest. Maybe it becomes 100,000 lira. This is the power of discipline. Now take a step. Make yourself a small promise. Maybe read a book for 10 minutes every day. Maybe save 10 lira every day. Maybe watch financial education for 5 minutes every day.
Whatever it is, start small. But keep it. Keep it for 30 days. After 30 days, discipline will become part of your identity. The thing keeping you away from poverty isn't lack of knowledge, it's fear. Fear says, what if I fail? What if my money goes away? What if everyone laughs at me? And you surrender to this fear. You don't take action, and your life doesn't change. But wealthy mindset works differently with fear. Wealthy mindset doesn't run from fear. It analyzes fear and asks, what am I really afraid of? And what's the probability of it happening? Most of the time, you realize that what you're afraid of is a very low probability event, or even if it happens, it's reversible. For example, the fear, if I invest money, I'll lose it. Reality? Yes, you can lose. But what investment are we talking about? Are you going to put all your money in one stock? Or will you start small, learning? If you approach it wisely, the risk is minimal, but the potential gain is maximum. Now another fear, I'll start a business, I'll fail, everyone will laugh. Reality? Who will laugh? And how does their laughing affect your life? Not at all, because they're not paying your bills. And more importantly, what if you fail? You learn. Can't you try again? You can. Fear paralyzes, but analysis empowers. Now, write your fears, put them on paper, and question each one. Is this really a logical fear, or is it imagination? Most of the time, you'll see that your fears are stories in your mind, not reality. And don't forget this, fear exists in everyone, in the wealthy too. The difference is this, the wealthy act despite fear. The poor stop because of fear. Which one are you choosing? Now, theory is over. Practice time. Here are 5 daily exercises to develop wealthy mindset. Exercise 1, Money Journal. Every day, before going to bed, ask yourself these questions and write. Which expense could I have done without today? Which opportunity did I see today but didn't evaluate? What did I teach myself today? Just 5 minutes, but after 30 days, your relationship with money will have completely changed. Exercise 2, think like the wealthy game. Before making a decision, ask yourself, what would a wealthy person do in this situation? For example, you want to buy a new phone. Ask, would a wealthy person buy this phone, or would they continue using their current phone? This question changes thought patterns. Exercise 3, saying no practice. Once a week, say no to something you don't really want. Maybe a friend is inviting you to an expensive dinner. Maybe a salesperson is trying to convince you.
Say no and feel the power, because saying no is setting boundaries. And the wealthy are people with clear boundaries. Exercise 4, imagine assets. Every day for 10 minutes, close your eyes and imagine there's an asset working for you. Maybe a book, maybe a course, maybe software. People are buying it. You're earning money even while you sleep. Imagine this in detail. How do you feel? What are you doing? Where are you? This exercise prepares your brain for a new reality. Exercise 5, discipline test. Make yourself a 7-day promise. Let it be small. For example, I'll read a book for 15 minutes every day. Or I won't spend 20 lira every day. And for 7 days, no matter what, keep it. If you succeed, make another promise next week. Like this, you strengthen your discipline muscle. Now stop. Take a deep breath. Because right now, there's a war going on in your mind. Your old beliefs are clashing with new ideas. This is normal. Change is always uncomfortable, but this discomfort is a sign of growth. Now let me ask you a question. Will you apply what you learned in this chapter, or will you say, nice information, and move on? Because knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. In the next chapter, you'll learn the 5 basic principles of asset building. But if your mindset isn't ready, those principles won't work. So now read this chapter again, do the exercises, and prepare yourself. Because from now on, things get serious. Are you ready? Chapter 3, the 5 basic principles of asset building. Now we're starting the real work. In the first chapter, we changed the paradigm. In the second chapter, we cleaned the mindset. Now we're going to lay the building blocks. This chapter is your financial freedom map. If you understand each principle, your life changes. If you skip them, you return to the old cycle. So be ready, take notes, read again, and apply. We're starting. Principle 1, what is an asset and why should it be at the center of your life? Asset is anything that earns you money without you having to work. Simple, clear, but most people don't understand this. Is a house an asset? If you're living in it, no, because it's not earning you money. On the contrary, it's costing you money. But if you're renting it out, yes, because you get rental income every month. Is a car an asset? If you're just using it, no, but if you're working it on Uber or renting it, yes.
Is a diploma an asset? If it helped you find a job and you're getting a salary, no, because that salary depends on you working. If you stop, the salary stops. But if with that diploma you set up an online education platform and people continuously buy the course, yes, because now the system works independently of you. Do you see the logic? Asset equals income stream independent of you. Why is it important? Because asset buys time. Right now, what's your biggest problem? Money? No, time. You can increase your money, but you can't increase your time. There are 24 hours in a day, and you spend 8 to 10 hours of it on work. What's left? Very little. But if you have assets, then money comes even if you don't work, and your time is free. This is the secret of wealth. The wealthy don't work a lot. Their assets work a lot. You wake up at 7 a.m. with an alarm, but your assets are working at 3 a.m. too. People are buying your online course even while sleeping. Your stocks are gaining value. Your rental house is bringing rent. You sleep? Let your assets work. Let's say you're a graphic designer. Right now, you're getting 200 lira per hour. You work 8 hours a day. Your monthly income is around 32,000 lira. Nice. But there's a problem. If you stop, the income stops. Now, think of a different model. With the same graphic design knowledge, you prepare a course on professional design with Canva. You sell the course for 500 lira. The first month you sell to 10 people, 5,000 lira income. The second month you do marketing. You sell to 30 people, 15,000 lira. The sixth month, the course is now known. It's selling to 50 people per month, 25,000 lira passive income. And you? You're now preparing a new course, or you're doing client work, or you're on vacation, but the course continues to sell. This is asset. Produce once, earn continuously. Now take a paper and write this: the assets I have. Below it, count. How many assets do you have? How many things earn you money regularly without you having to work? If the list is empty, it's okay, because you'll fill it now. In the next column, write, assets I can create. Think, what's your knowledge, talent, experience? How can you turn this into an asset? Maybe an ebook, maybe a template package, maybe a consulting program, maybe a dividend stock portfolio. Write, and choose one, and take your first step this week. Principle 2. Creating passive income streams. Passive income is income you get without actively working.
But careful, passive doesn't mean doing nothing. At the beginning, you do the work, but then that work starts working independently of you. There are 3 types of income. Active income, you earn if you work. If you stop, it stops.
Portfolio income, you earn from your investments. Passive income, you earn from the system. If you want to get rich, you can't rely only on active income. You must create portfolio and passive income streams. Why is it important? Because income diversity is security. Think about it. If your only income source is your job, and you lose that job, you collapse. But if you have 3 income sources, if one goes, the other 2 continue. This isn't just security, it's also a growth strategy. You use your active income to create portfolio income. You use portfolio income to set up passive income systems. And after a while, you don't need active income. Mehmet is a software developer. His monthly salary is 40,000 lira. Good money, but single source. Mehmet decides to do this. He'll allocate 30% of his salary, 12,000 lira, to investment every month. 10%, 4,000 lira, he puts into stock funds. 10%, 4,000 lira, he uses to prepare an online course. 10%, 4,000 lira, he keeps in savings for opportunity. 2 years later, his stocks are providing 15% annual return. His portfolio of 96,000 lira is now bringing 14,400 lira per year, 1,200 lira per month, passive. He prepared his online course in 6 months. Now he's making 50 sales per month, selling the course for 600 lira, 30,000 lira income per month. Total passive income, 31,200 lira per month. Mehmet can continue his job now, but it's not mandatory because his passive income covers his living expenses. This is how wealth is built, step by step, source by source. Now ask yourself these questions. How many income sources do you have right now? Just salary? Can you allocate 10% to investment this month? If no, 5%. Which type of passive income stream is most suitable for you? Digital product? Real estate? Investment? Make a decision and take the first step this month. Maybe put money in a 1,000 lira investment fund. Maybe create an ebook draft. Maybe open a YouTube channel. What's important is starting, because those who don't start never arrive. Principle 3, leverage effect. Leverage is the art of achieving big results with little effort. Archimedes said, "Give me a lever long enough and I'll move the world." The same principle applies to wealth. If you want to create great wealth with few resources, you must use leverage.
There are 4 types of leverage. Labor leverage, you use other people's time. Money leverage, you use other people's money. Technology leverage, you use software and automation. Content leverage, produce once, distribute infinitely. The wealthy always use leverage. The poor only use their own labor. Why is it important? Because you alone are limited. But if you use leverage, you're unlimited. Think about it. You can work 8 hours a day. This is your limit. But if you have 10 employees, they work 80 hours a day. For you. Or you create software. That software works 24/7. Doesn't take vacation, doesn't get sick, doesn't ask for salary. This is the power of leverage. It multiplies you. Aisha is a pastry chef. She can make 20 cakes a day, by herself. Each cake 100 lira. Daily income 2,000 lira. Good, but limited. Aisha decides to use leverage. Step 1, labor leverage. She hires 2 employees. She teaches them to make cakes. Now 60 cakes are produced daily. Income rises to 6,000 lira. Step 2, technology leverage. She sets up an e-commerce site. Now people can order online. 50% of Aisha's time is devoted to marketing and system management. Production is with employees. Step 3, content leverage. She prepares an online course called How to Make Cakes at Home. She sells the course for 300 lira. The first month, 100 people buy it. 30,000 lira extra income.
And this course continues to sell every month. Result: Aisha is no longer just a pastry chef. She's a system owner, and her income increased 20 times just by using leverage. Now think, which leverage can you use in your work? If you're freelancing, can you hire an assistant? If you're selling products, can you sell online? If you have knowledge, can you prepare a course? If you want to grow, can you take a loan? Use carefully. Choose one and test it this month. Start small, but start. Principle 4. Creating value is greater than making money. Most people ask, how do I make money? Wrong question. The right question is, how do I provide value to people? Because money is a result of value. You create value, money comes. If you don't create value, money doesn't come. The wealthiest people in the world are the people who created the most value.
Jeff Bezos founded Amazon. He provided shopping convenience to billions of people. Elon Musk founded Tesla. He provided clean energy transportation to people. Bill Gates founded Microsoft. He provided computer use capability to billions of people. They're all wealthy because they all created great value. If you want to get rich too, first ask this: which problem of people can I solve? Why is it important? Because if you chase money, money runs away. But if you create value, money finds you. Think about it. There are two sellers in the market. The first seller thinks, how do I get the most money from this customer? The customer feels it, runs away. The second seller thinks, how do I provide the best service to this customer? The customer feels it, returns, and recommends to others. Who earns more? The second one. Value-oriented thinking is a long-term wealth strategy. Ken is a fitness trainer. There are two roads ahead of him. Road 1, money-oriented. He takes as many clients as possible. He gives everyone the same program. He makes money quickly, but clients don't get results. They leave. Reputation is ruined. Road 2, value-oriented. He takes few clients, but he makes a special program for each one. They get results. They're happy. They share on social media. They recommend. Ken's client number increases exponentially, and now he can charge 10 times more per program because he proved the value. Result? Money-oriented thinking earns in the short term but loses in the long term. Value-oriented thinking is slow at first but brings rapid growth later. Now ask yourself, am I really adding value to people, or am I just trying to make money? Are my customers satisfied with me? Do they come back? Do they recommend? Which problem can I solve that people will be grateful to me? If your answers are weak, stop. Change your strategy. First, create value. Money will come. Principle 5. Systematization and automation. System is a process that works without you. Automation is that process being done by machines. If you're in your work every day, you're not a business owner. You're a worker working in your own business. But if you can go on vacation for a week and the business still runs, then you have a system. Wealth comes from systems, not from effort. Why is it important? Because you can't work forever, but a system can work forever.
Why is McDonald's so successful? Are their hamburgers the best in the world? No. But their systems are the best in the world. Everything is written. Every step is clear. Whoever works, the result is the same. This is system. You must do the same thing in your own business. You must get rid of the mentality of, I do everything myself. Denise is a content creator. He makes YouTube videos. For each video, he writes the script, 4 hours. He shoots, 3 hours. He edits, 5 hours. He publishes and promotes, 2 hours. Total, 14 hours. He can release 1 video per week. Limited. Then he does this. Systematization. He hires a writer for the script. He hires an editor for editing. He hires a social media expert for publication and promotion. Automation. He uses automation tools for video upload and description writing. Automatic notification goes to the email list. Result? Denise now only focuses on shooting. He can release 3 videos per week. His income tripled, and 70% of his time is free. This is system. This is automation. Now analyze your week's work. Which tasks can only you do? Which tasks can someone else do? Which tasks can automation do? Make a list, and this month, systematize 1. Maybe hire an assistant, maybe buy software, maybe create a template. Small steps create big freedoms. Now in summary, build assets, income streams independent of you. Set up passive income streams. Create multiple sources. Use leverage. Do a lot with little. Create value. Don't solve money. Solve problems. Systematize. Let it run without you. These 5 principles are the foundations of wealth. If you skip one, the building won't be solid. Now a challenge to you. Of the 5 principles you learned in this chapter, apply 1 this week. Just 1, but apply it. Maybe work on an asset idea. Maybe research a passive income stream. Maybe test a leverage. Maybe start a value creation project. Maybe systematize a process. Choose one and take action. Because not knowledge, action creates wealth. In the next chapter, we'll talk about 7 asset types applicable now, concrete examples, real steps, and how do you start? Get ready. Chapter 4, 7 asset types applicable now. Now we're coming to the most important question. Okay, I understood. I need to build assets. But how? Where do I start?
This chapter is exactly for this. I'll show you 7 different asset types. Each one is real. Each one works. And most importantly, each one is something you can start today. But don't forget, I'm not selling you magic. I'm not telling the lie of get rich overnight. Each asset type requires effort, requires time, requires learning. But the result? Real, permanent, and liberating. If you're ready, let's start. Asset type 1, digital products and content. Digital product is a non-physical product that you can create once and sell infinitely. Examples: ebook, PDF guides and templates, photo and graphic packages, music and sound files, video courses, not detailed, short guide style. Mobile applications. Why is it powerful? Because cost is almost zero. You produce once, sell limitlessly. No inventory, no warehouse, no logistics. You write an ebook, the first person buys, pays 100 lira. The 10th person also buys, pays 100 lira again. But your cost is the same. 0. This is the power of digital products. Infinite copies, 0 extra cost. Step 1. Choose something you know. What are you knowledgeable enough about? Maybe cooking recipes? Maybe photography? Maybe Excel? Maybe home decoration? Whatever it is, choose an area. Step 2. Find people's problem. What are people's most common problems in that area? Search on Google. Look at forums. Read YouTube comments. Identify questions. Step 3. Produce the solution. Write a simple ebook, or prepare a PDF guide, or create a template. The first product doesn't have to be perfect. Being good is enough. Step 4. Sell. Sell on platforms like Gumroad, PayHip, or with your own website. Make the first sale. Then get feedback, improve. Step 5. Market. Share on social media. Write on blog. Mention on YouTube. Create email list. Organic growth is the strongest growth. Realistic expectations. First month, 5 to 10 sales.
500 to 1,000 lira income if price is 100 lira. Sixth month, 30 to 50 sales, 3,000 to 5,000 lira per month if product is quality and you built an audience. Not magic, effort, but result is real. Success tip: your first product can fail. It's okay. Make the second product. Make the third product. Each product is learning. And one day, one catches on. Then everything changes. Asset type 2. Real estate and rental income. Real estate is physical ownership. House, apartment, land, shop.
To use as an asset, you rent it out. You get rental income every month. And over time, your property value also increases. Why is it powerful? Because real estate is tangible. You have something in hand. And real estate is always valuable. People always want to live somewhere. Also, rental income is predictable. Money comes regularly every month. This makes budgeting easier. Step 1. Accumulate capital. Real estate requires capital. At least 20% down payment is needed. If you're going to buy an apartment worth 500,000 lira, you need 100,000 lira down payment. First, accumulate this. Step 2. Research. Which area has high rental demand? Which neighborhoods are growing? Near university? Near business center? Research. Make data-driven decisions. Step 3. Start small. Don't let your first investment be a villa. A small apartment, one room, or studio. Start small, learn, then grow. Step 4. Use credit carefully. Real estate is one of the rare areas where you can use leverage. With 20% down payment, you pull 80% on credit, but be careful. Calculate the interest rate. Make sure rental income covers the credit installment. Step 5. Manage professionally. Find tenant. Make contract. Do maintenance. If you don't want to do it yourself, transfer management to a realtor. Yes, you pay commission, but your time is free. Realistic expectations. First year, rental income covers credit installment plus maybe 1,000 to 2,000 lira per month to pocket. Fifth year, credit is decreasing, rent is increasing, now monthly 5,000 to 8,000 lira net income. 10th year, credit is closing, now all rent is yours, monthly 10,000 to 15,000 lira passive income. Plus, property value may be doubled. Real estate is slow but sure asset. Success tip: the decision to buy the first real estate is the hardest. Fear is normal, but if you do research, make the right choice, risk is minimized. And once you buy, buying the second becomes much easier. Asset type 3. Dividend-paying stocks. Stock is being a partner of a company, and some companies distribute their profits to shareholders. This is called dividend. You buy dividend-paying stock. Company makes profit, pays you regular dividend. You earn money without doing anything. Why is it powerful? Because it's liquid, meaning you can sell whenever you want. There's no months-long sales process like real estate. Also, you can start with small capital. You can't buy real estate with 10,000 lira, but you can buy dividend stock. Step 1. Open an investment account. Choose a brokerage firm in Turkey. Open account. Do identity verification. You're ready.
Step 2. Find dividend kings. Which companies pay regular dividends? Which are stable? Research. There's a term called dividend aristocrats, companies that have been paying dividends continuously for years. In Turkey, some banks, energy companies, holding companies. Abroad, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble. Step 3. Diversify. Don't put all your money in one stock. Create a portfolio spread across at least 5 to 10 different stocks. Distribute risk. Step 4. Reinvest dividends. Don't spend the dividends you receive, use them to buy more stock. This is called compound growth, and it makes a tremendous difference 10 years later. Step 5. Be patient. Stock goes up and down in the short term. Don't panic. Think long-term, a 10 to 20-year perspective. Realistic expectations. First year, 50,000 lira investment, average 5% dividend yield equals 2,500 lira per year, equals 208 lira per month. Fifth year, with regular additions plus compound growth portfolio, became 150,000 lira. 5% dividend equals 7,500 lira per year, equals 625 lira per month. 10th year, portfolio 300,000 lira plus. Dividend 15,000 plus lira per year, equals 1,250 plus lira per month. Start small, ends big. Success tip. The stock market isn't gambling if you make dividend-focused, long-term investment. Don't do daily buying-selling. Don't fall into the sell-buy trap. Buy, hold, wait. Asset type 4, online business systems. Online business system is a business that works on the internet independent of you. Examples: dropshipping store, affiliate marketing site, niche blog with ad income, Amazon FBA, subscription model software. Why is it powerful? Because there's no limit. You can sell from Turkey to anywhere in the world. Works 24/7. High automation. Step 1. Determine niche. Which product group will you sell? Don't be too general. Narrow down. Example: not sports equipment, yoga accessories. Step 2. Find supplier. Search for supplier on platforms like AliExpress, Alibaba. Order sample product. Do quality control. Step 3. Set up store. Use a platform like Shopify. Set up your store, add products, arrange visuals, write descriptions. Step 4. Do marketing. Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram influencers. Drive traffic. Make first sales. Step 5. Automate. When order comes, automatically go to supplier. Product is sent to customer. You only focus on customer service and marketing. Realistic expectations. First month, 2 to 3 sales, loss, because ad cost is high. Third month, 20 to 30 sales, break even. Sixth month, 100 plus sales, monthly 5,000 to 10,000 lira net profit. First year, if successful, monthly 20,000 plus lira profit possible. But attention, 90% fail because impatience, wrong product choice, poor marketing.
Success tip. Your first attempt can fail. Second 2. What's important is learning and continuing. Successful dropshippers found the winning product after trying 3 to 4 different niches. Asset type 5. Intellectual property and royalties. Intellectual property is an original work you create, and this work pays you every time it's used. Examples: music on Spotify, YouTube, radio, book with royalty on each sale, photo on stock photo sites, video content with YouTube ad income, patent for an invention. Why is it powerful? Because you produce once, earn forever. You write a song, you get money every time it's played for 20 years. Step 1. Write a book. It can be ebook, short, 50 to 100 pages, on a topic you know. Step 2. Publish on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing is free. Upload your book, set your price, publish. Step 3. Market. Announce on social media, write blog, do promotion, reach first readers. Step 4. Collect reviews. Good reviews mean more sales. Ask first readers for comments. Step 5. Write second book. One book alone won't make you rich, but 10 books? Then each one is a small income stream. Total is big. Realistic expectations. First month, 10 to 20 sales, 200 to 400 lira. If ebook is 20 lira, Amazon gives 70% commission. Sixth month, 50 to 100 sales per month, 700 to 1,400 lira per month. Second year, if you have 3 to 5 books, total 3,000 to 5,000 lira per month. Start slow, but it's an asset that accumulates over time. Success tip: quality is important.
A bad book ruins your reputation. Research well, write well, edit well. Look professional. Asset type 6. Automatic e-commerce. Automatic e-commerce means sell products, but don't keep inventory yourself. Don't do shipping yourself, like Amazon FBA Trendyol integration. You only list the product. Warehouse, logistics, customer service is done by the platform. Why is it powerful? Because operational burden is very low. You only focus on product and marketing. Step 1. Search for product. Which product has high demand, low competition? Research. Use tools like Jungle Scout. Step 2. Find supplier. Buy wholesale from China. Do quality control. Step 3. Send to Amazon warehouse. Send products to Amazon's warehouse. They stock them. Step 4. Create listing. List the product on Amazon. Photo, description, price. Step 5. Advertise. Amazon PPC ads. Make first sales. Collect reviews. Realistic expectations. First month, $1,000 to $2,000 USD starting capital. 5 to 10 sales. Loss because ad plus product cost. Third month, 50 plus sales. Break even. Sixth month, 150 plus sales. Monthly, $1,000 to $2,000 USD net profit. First year, with successful product, $3,000 to $5,000 USD per month profit.
Success tip. Product research is everything. If you choose wrong product, you lose money. If you choose right product, automatic money machine. Asset type 7. Education and knowledge products. Online course, coaching program, mentorship masterclass. You package your knowledge and sell it. Why is it powerful? Because cost is zero. Knowledge is unlimited. Record once, sell thousands of times. Step 1. Determine your area of expertise. What can you teach? On what topic will people pay you money? Step 2. Prepare course content. Shoot video. Prepare slides. Write PDFs. Organize module by module. Step 3. Choose platform. Udemy, Teachable, Thinkific, or with your own site. Step 4. Price it. First course can be between 300 to 1,000 lira. Then you increase after seeing the value. Step 5. Market. Create email list. Do webinar. Give free content. Attract people to course. Realistic expectations. First month, 5 to 10 students, 1,500 to 5,000 lira. Sixth month, 50 to 100 students, 15,000 to 50,000 lira. First year, 200 plus students, monthly 20,000 to 100,000 lira if course is 500 lira. 40 to 200 sales per month. Highest profit margin is here because cost is almost zero. Success tip: your first course won't be perfect. Get feedback from students. Improve. Release version 2. Continuously develop. Now you've seen 7 asset types. The question is, which one will you choose? Answer: don't choose all. Choose one and start. Most people make a mistake. They try to do 7 things at the same time. None happens. Better, choose one. Focus for 6 months. Set up your system. Then move to the second. Now ask yourself, which asset type is closer to me? Which area do I have more knowledge in? Which one do I feel more excited about? Choose one and take the first step tomorrow. In the next chapter, we'll talk about silent power principles, financial discipline, control, and long-term thinking. Because building assets isn't enough. You also need to protect it. Are you ready? Take a deep breath, because this chapter will test your character.
Principle 1. Dangerous confidence. Live as if you need nothing.
What is dangerous confidence? Dangerous confidence is silent authority. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't need anyone's approval. You're only committed to your own standards. In the finance world, this means when spending, you think about your own goals, not others' opinions. Most people live this. Friends buy new iPhone, you buy too, because you don't want to fall behind. Neighbor buys new car, you buy too, because you want to show I can do it too. You see luxury vacations on social media. You spend too, because you want to show you're living that life too. This is weakness. It's dependency on the outside. Dangerous confidence says, I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I have my goals, and I'll stay committed to those goals, whatever others think. Warren Buffett is one of the world's wealthiest, but he's been living in the same house for 60 years. He has breakfast from McDonald's. He uses an old model car. Why? Because he doesn't need to prove anything to himself. He lives according to his own rules. And this is real power. How do you apply it? Step 1. Go on social media detox. Social media is a place of constant comparison, and comparison is the mother of unhappiness. Close social media for a week. Notice how much your desire to spend decreases. Step 2. Ask the question, why am I buying this? Before every expense, stop. Why am I buying this? Do I really need it? Or is it to show others? If the answer is to show, don't buy. That money is an opportunity stolen from your future. Step 3. Choose to live modestly. Even if you're wealthy, avoid showing off, because showing off makes you a target. People ask you for loans. Government asks you for taxes. Thieves follow you. Silent wealth is safe wealth. Real story. There was a millionaire. No one knew he was wealthy. He lived in a normal house. He dressed normally, but he had $3 million in his bank account. When he died, he left all his property to charities. People were shocked. How did this man get so rich, they said. Answer, silent discipline. Without showing off to anyone, he silently saved, silently invested, and silently became wealthy. You can do the same. But first, you must kill the need to show off. Principle 2. Don't react, control. Life presents you with financial decisions every day. A discount, an opportunity, an offer. And most people react instantly. There's a discount. Let me buy. Credit is suitable. Let me take it. Friends are going. Let me go too.
This is reactive living, and reactive living is poor living. The person who controls says, I'll wait. I'll think. I'll look at my budget. I'll check if it fits my goals. Then I'll decide. The difference is, one is slave to emotions. The other is loyal to strategy. Rule 1, 48-hour rule. For every expense over 500 lira, wait 48 hours. Don't buy instantly. Think. If you still want it 2 days later, buy it. Most of the time, you won't want it 2 days later. Rule 2. Stop emotional spending. Are you sad? Don't shop. Are you happy? Don't shop.
Emotional moments are when the worst financial decisions are made. Rule 3. Plan first, spend later. Make a budget. At the beginning of each month, decide where you'll spend how much, and stay loyal to the plan. If it's not in the budget, don't spend. Example: there are two friends. Both earn 20,000 lira per month. Ahmet eats out every day, goes out for entertainment on weekends, buys new phone when it comes out. By end of month, his 20,000 lira is finished. His savings? Zero. Mehmet cooks at home 5 days of the week, goes out once on weekend, uses his phone for 3 years. By end of month, he saved 5,000 lira. 5 years later, Ahmed, 0 lira savings, still at same job, still dependent on salary. Mehmet, 300,000 lira savings, in investments, created passive income, can now choose his job. Same salary. Different control, different result. Principle 3. Patience. Wealth is built slowly. Everyone wants to get rich fast, but real wealth is slow. Think of a tree. Starts from seed. First year just sprout. Second year small branch. 5th year starts growing. 10th year strong. 20th year rooted and big. Finance is the same. First year your gain is small, but if you're patient, compound growth starts, and 10 years later you have tremendous wealth. The power of compound. Let's say you save 1,000 lira every month, and you get 10% return per year. End of first year, 12,600 lira. End of 5th year, 77,000 lira. End of 10th year, 204,000 lira. End of 20th year, 760,000 lira. End of 30th year, 2,260,000 lira. Do you see? First year's slow, but after 10th year gains speed. By 20th year, exploded. By 30th year, you're wealthy. The secret is, start early. Be patient. Don't quit. How do you become patient? Method 1. Set long-term goal. 10 years from now, I'll have 500,000 lira savings. Write this goal, keep it in front of your eyes, remember every month.
Method 2. Delay short-term pleasures. If I spend this money on vacation now, 10 years from now, this money becomes 5 times. Think, which pleasure is bigger? Method 3. Celebrate progress. At every 10,000 lira savings, do a small celebration. Reward yourself, but don't make big expenses. Patience is a long marathon. Small motivations are needed. Principle 4. Risk management. Protection strategies. Making money is important, but protecting money is more important. Most people put all their money in one place. A crisis comes, they lose everything and return to the beginning. But the smart person says, I'll distribute my risk. If one place sinks, others hold. Risk management rules. Rule 1. Put eggs in different baskets. Don't let all your money be in one place. 30% stock, 30% real estate, 20% cash emergency fund, 20% digital asset like course, book, online business. This way, if one area goes bad, others hold you. Rule 2. Create emergency fund. Keep at least 6 months' living expenses in cash. If you lose your job, you can live comfortably for 6 months. This gives you confidence and freedom. Rule 3. Get insurance. Health insurance, life insurance, home insurance. These aren't cost, they're protection. An accident, an illness can end everything. Insurance is your safety net. Rule 4. Stay away from debt. Bad debt. Credit card debt, consumer loan. These impoverish you because you pay interest. Avoid debt. If you must borrow, only borrow for asset purchase like house, business, never for consumption. Example, 2008 financial crisis. Millions of people lost everything. Why? Because all their money was in real estate or in one stock. But diversified people, yes, they lost, but they didn't lose all their wealth. A part went, most remained.
And 2 to 3 years later, when the market recovered, they became wealthy again. Risk management protects you. You must be ready for crisis, because crisis always comes. Principle 5. Live as if you need nothing. This is the most powerful principle and the hardest. Most people live needing. I need this. I must buy that. This is a must. But real freedom is not needing anything. This doesn't mean live ascetically. No. This means mental independence. Meaning, this car is nice. Can I buy it? Yes. But do I have to buy it? No. Then let me not buy. Let my money stay for more important things.
Mental exercise. Every morning tell yourself, today I don't have to buy anything. I'm already enough. I'm saving my money for my future. This sentence reprograms your mind. Over time, your desire to spend decreases. Your desire to save increases. Minimalist approach. Review items at home. How many things do you really use? You don't use 80%, so you didn't need them. From now on, before buying something, ask, will I really use this, or is it just a whim? Stoic philosophy. Ancient Greek philosophers said, be happy with little, because many things means many problems. Think about it. If you have 10 pairs of shoes, every morning you have to decide which one to wear. But if you have 3, decision is easy. Life is simple. Simplicity is freedom. Living as if you need nothing is the highest power state, because then no one can manipulate you. Advertising doesn't affect you. Society can't direct you. You live by your own rules, and this is real wealth. Now understand this. Financial freedom isn't just saving money. It's building character, discipline, control, patience, risk management, independence. These principles are armor that protects you. They keep you standing in crises. They make you ready for opportunities. And most importantly, they free you because you're not dependent on anything. Now ask yourself, am I in control or are my emotions controlling me? Am I living for show-off or for freedom? Am I patient or chasing quick wealth? Am I managing my risks or gambling? Am I living as if I need nothing? If your answers are no, start today. Change. Because the biggest investment is the investment you make in yourself. In the next and last chapter, it's time to take the first step, your 30-day action plan. And how will you start? Are you ready? Then it's time to take action. Chapter 6, First Step and Sustainable Action Plan. Now you've come this far. You learned a lot in 5 chapters. You changed the paradigm. You cleaned the mindset. You understood the principles. You saw the asset types. You grasped the discipline. But now the most critical question. What will you do? Because you know, knowledge alone is worthless. Applied knowledge is power. Right now there are 2 roads ahead of you. Road 1. Finish listening to this book, say I learned nice things, and continue your life. Nothing changes. Road 2. Finish listening to this book, and today, now, take the first step. Stay loyal for 30 days, and 6 months later, realize your life has changed. Which will it be? If you're here, it means you chose Road 2. Congratulations. Now I will guide you. Are you ready? Then let's start.
Here are your first 30 days, step by step, clear, applicable. Day 1 to 7, lay the foundation. Analysis week. Day 1, take your financial photo. Take a notebook or open an Excel file and write these. Total income monthly. Total expenses monthly, everything included. Total debts. Total assets, if any. Net worth, assets minus debts. Be realistic. Don't fool yourself. See the reality. Day 2, spending analysis. Pull out your bank statement for the last 3 months and write category by category. Mandatory expenses, like rent, bills, groceries. Social expenses, like eating out, entertainment, vacation. Unnecessary expenses, like subscriptions, things you don't use. You'll be surprised because your unnecessary spending is much more than you think. Day 3. Create budget. Now make a budget. 50% of your income to mandatory expenses. 20% to social entertainment expenses. 30% to investment and savings. If you can't do this distribution, cut your expenses. Because if you don't save 30%, you can't get wealthy. Day 4. Start emergency fund. Open an account. Name it emergency fund. And goal? 6 months living expenses. If your monthly expense is 10,000 lira, goal is 60,000 lira. A big number, but reachable step by step. This month, put the first 2,000 lira there. Continue in coming months. Day 5. Debt analysis. If you have debt, list it. Which debt has highest interest? You'll close that first. Credit card debt? Interest is 3 to 4% per month. This is poison. Finish it first, then other debts. Day 6. Asset selection. Remember Chapter 4? There were 7 asset types. Which will you choose? Decide now. Choose one, just one. And note, my first asset will be X. Day 7. Weekly evaluation. You completed the first week. Congratulations. Now evaluate. Did I see my financial situation? Did I create budget? Did I start emergency fund? Did I choose asset? If all yes, continue. If there's no, repeat this week. Day 8 to 21. Build. Action weeks. Day 8 to 10. Asset research. Research the asset type you chose in depth. Did you choose ebook? Then what topic will you write about? Who will read? Where will you sell? Did you choose stock? Which companies? Which sectors? Which platform? Did you choose real estate? Which area? Which price range? Which tenant profile?
Research for 3 days. Watch YouTube. Read articles. Listen to experts. Day 11 to 14, take first steps. Research is over. Now it's action time. Ebook, create draft. Write table of contents. Write first 5 pages. Stock, open investment account. Put in first 1,000 lira. Buy first stock. Online course, open camera. Shoot first intro video. Choose platform like Udemy. Teachable. Real estate, look at real estate sites. Save 10 listings. Do price analysis. 1 step every day. Small but concrete. Day 15 to 21, create momentum. You took first steps, now continue. Progress a little more every day. Ebook, write 2 pages every day. By end of week, it'll be 14 pages. Stock, follow market every day. Read news. Analyze. Online course, shoot 1 video every day. By end of week, it'll be 7 videos. Small steps, big results. Remember this. Day 22 to 30, optimize. Correction week. Day 22 to 25, evaluation. You completed the first 3 weeks, now stop and evaluate. Did you stay loyal to budget? Did you work on asset? Did you encounter obstacles? What were they? Be honest. If you slipped, why? Time, motivation, knowledge. Identify the problem and solve it. Day 26 to 28, make adjustments. If something isn't working, change it. Maybe ebook topic is too broad. Narrow it. Maybe online course shooting quality is bad. Improve it. Maybe stock selection is wrong. Research. Change. Making adjustments isn't failure. It's learning. Day 29 to 30, plan second month. 30 days are up. Congratulations, you completed the first month. Now plan the second month. Which asset steps will I take? What will change in my budget? Which new skill will I learn? Write. Be clear. And start the second month. Steps to creating your first asset, quick summary. Every asset is different, but general steps are these. 1. Idea. Choose an area where people have problems. 2. Research. Is there a market? Who are competitors? How do I make a difference? 3. Minimum product. Don't let it be perfect. Let it be good. Release fast. Test. Sell to first 10 people. Get feedback.
5. Improve. Fix according to feedback. Release version 2. 6. Grow. Do marketing. Build audience. Increase sales. 6 steps. Simple. But most people get stuck at step 3 because perfectionism is the enemy of starting. Remember, a bad start is better than never starting. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Mistake 1. Doing too many things at once. Most people try all 7 asset types. None happens. Solution. Choose one. Stay loyal for 6 months. Then move to second. Mistake 2. Perfectionism. My product isn't ready. It should be better, and never starts. Solution. If it's 80% ready, start. Learn on the way. Improve on the way. Mistake 3. Impatience. They don't see results the first month. They quit. Solution. Give at least 6 months. Wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Mistake 4. Budget indiscipline. They're building asset but can't cut spending. Money isn't coming in. Solution. Allocate 30% of income to investment. Undebatable. Pay yourself first. Mistake 5. Giving up without learning. They tried something, it didn't work. They said this work isn't for me. Solution. Every failure is a lesson. Try at least 3 different methods, then decide. Measuring progress and adjusting. Monthly evaluation questions at the end of each month. Ask yourself, how much savings did I make this month? How many hours did I work on asset? What did I learn? What mistake did I make? What will I do different next month? These questions keep you on track, show progress, and motivate. 6-month milestones. First month, I took first asset step, created budget. Second month, I made first product investment, saw first income may be small. Third month, I optimized system, discipline settled. Fourth month, I'm working on second income source. Fifth month, my passive income is increasing. I'm seeing first results. Sixth month, my financial situation improved significantly. I gained confidence. Remember, every month is better than previous. If there's no improvement, something is wrong. Stop, analyze, fix. Long-term perspective. Now close your eyes. Imagine. 1 year later, you have an asset now. You're getting small passive income every month. Your budget discipline settled. Your self-confidence increased. 3 years later, you have 2 to 3 asset sources now. Your passive income is 5,000 to 10,000 lira monthly. You can choose your job now. Not mandatory, you work if you want. 5 years later, you're at the financial freedom threshold now. Your passive income covers your living expenses. You can live wherever you want. You can do whatever work you want. Or you can do nothing. 10 years later, you're wealthy now, but silently, without show-off, peacefully, and free. This isn't a dream. This is the result of a disciplined plan. And everything starts with that first step you take today. Now I'm going to tell you something. Listen. 6 months later, one morning you'll wake up. While drinking your coffee, you'll look at your bank account. And you'll see there's some money. It came without you having to work. Maybe 500 lira, maybe 2,000 lira, maybe more. At that moment, you'll smile. And you'll say, good thing I started that day. But this isn't just money. What will really change is your self-confidence. Because now you know you can do it. You're in control. You're free. And that feeling can't be bought with any money. Now a challenge to you. Within 1 hour after finishing listening to this book, do something. Even if small, take a concrete step. Maybe buy a notebook and write your budget. Maybe register on an investment platform. Maybe create an e-book draft. Maybe put 100 lira into emergency fund. Whatever it is, do something. Now. Because the person who says, I'll start tomorrow, never starts. But the person who says, I'll start now, is in a different life 6 months later. Which one will you be? Interaction invitation, I want to connect with you. This journey isn't alone. Thousands of people on the same road. If this book resonated with you, share, comment, tell. Which chapter affected you most? Which asset type are you choosing? What will be your first step? Write in comments. Because when you share, you commit, and commitment brings action. Also, you inspire other people. Your success becomes their hope. So don't stay silent. Share, connect, grow. Final words, I didn't give knowledge, I gave power. Throughout this book, I didn't just give you knowledge, I gave you a system, I gave you a roadmap, and most importantly, I gave you belief in yourself. Now you know. Wealth starts in the mind. Asset is income stream independent of you. Passive income is freedom. Discipline is stronger than motivation. Silent wealth is real wealth. Knowing these isn't enough. You must apply them. And if you apply, I guarantee your life will change. Maybe slowly, maybe step by step, but definitely it will change. Because you're not the same person anymore. You're not the old you who listened to this book. You're the new you who stepped onto a new path. And this new you will thank your old self 6 months later. Now go, take action, and live. Because money can work while you sleep. But first, you must set up a system for money. Setting up that system starts today. Success and welcome to freedom.